Alright, so we got Nagash, Warhammer's biggest jerk. Before we get to the video, I want to say, make sure you guys follow the Twitch at twitch.tv/KingAndy with 2 Ys. It's on the screen. It's also in the description down below. Make sure you guys go follow it, or something bad is about to happen. You see, I got the weapon pressed towards you. Go follow it. Alright, okay, let's get into it. Let's go.
In Warhammer Fantasy, something about the good guy characters is that even when they do horrid things, they do it out of the love for their people and nation that they have.
True.
Franz, Teclis, even some evil characters like Lev von Karstein do some pretty dark things out of wanting their people to survive and prosper. They genuinely believe these things are a necessary evil to survive in the horrid world that they live in. They try to be good people despite the cards they've been dealt, oftentimes forcing them to do dark acts. With that in mind, there's something to be said about a character who is just an unrelenting piece of shit at every turn for no better reason than cause why not? No, this isn't another video about the Skaven, though they will feature in it. Allow me to tell you the story of Nagash, Warhammer's biggest douchebag. Nagash was born in ancient Hekara thousands
Before everyone was a skelly man, but there's no pictures. Oh, okay.
Before Warhammer Fantasy mostly takes place. He was the first son of the reigning ruler, which at first makes you probably think, oh, he's gonna be doing great, he'll be king and all that good stuff. And in literally any other kingdom, you'd be right, but in Hekara, the firstborn son doesn't become king, it's the secondborn one. The firstborn is stuck
Really? That's kind of lame. Wait, what?
being sent off to join the mortuary cult to learn all about death and keeping pacts with the Hekaran gods and all that stuff that doesn't involve ruling with unlimited power. And Nagash hated it. He was a
Man, forget all that, bro. If I'm born first, bro, if I came out the womb, bro, listen. There's a reason why you come out the womb first. There's a reason. I'm sorry. Listen, if you come out the womb first, you are destined for something. You're destined for greatness. You're destined for whatever. You are king or you are queen, bro. If you come out the womb first, what are we talking about? There's no shot. I'm gonna have my second brother, or I'm gonna have like my younger brother be king. That's the worst idea of all time. Imagine having your little brother be king. Yeah, imagine your little brother being king. Brother, that entire kingdom is going up in flames. There's no way. There's a reason why, like the firstborn or whatever is the king or the queen. There's a reason. There's a clear reason. There's a reason why you are the oldest. Come on, let's keep it real now, bro. Listen. Say whatever you want, bro. But listen, if I come out the womb first and then like, let's say like my mom or dad, whatever, is like, yo, you're the king now, and points to my little brother, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm stripping that title away from him, bro, and I'm putting a crown on myself. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
Sociopathic dickhead from day one and
I'm
wanted to be
taking
king.
it.
There was, however, a brief moment in time where his father Katap led a military campaign against Elizamon but fell ill, whereupon Nagash took over the campaign for him and briefly ruled a city he saved as a king for 6 months. This happened before he was forced to join the mortuary cult, so not only did he get power taken away from him, now he had a taste of what he could have had if he was born just a bit later. Also, his dad removed all records of him actually doing the ruling of the city and leading the campaign and just had him referred to as a brave warrior. Bit of a dick move, but given what Nagash is going to be getting up to shortly, probably not undeserved. Thankfully, during his father's funeral, a solution to all his problems was practically handed to him on a silver platter. Diplomats from another kingdom arrived with 3 Dark Elf prisoners to be given to Zandri, Nagash's kingdom, as a sacrifice. Nagash promptly went, "I assure you, everyone, I can handle it from here," and stole them away. When he was embalming his dad's corpse, he realized that dark magic must have played a part in his death, and he correctly assumed that the 3 pointy-eared assholes in front of him were at least somewhat responsible. So he stuck them in his dad's pyramid, filled the entire thing with lethal traps and whatnot, and told them they can either teach him magic or join his father in the grave.
Booby trapped him. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Do I blame the guy? I mean, he is crashing out right now. Do I blame him? Not really, but at the same time, you know, you shouldn't really be doing that. I mean, he kind of, I mean, you know what? He did kind of give him like an ultimatum saying, you know what, bro, teach me some magic or you're donezo. Or I could just to be honest with you, he was a little bit nice about it because he could have just got rid of him like right there. But he gave him an ultimatum. So, I mean, when it comes to crash out points, we got to take some away. Even though, let's be real, like this guy, he has the total name of a crash out. Like he is the crash out. But if I'm being honest with you, we're going to take some crash out points away because he could have just cut him off or whatever. But he did give him an ultimatum. So I respect that.
Naturally, they decided to help him, though being elves, they of course made sure to tell him that he was still inferior the entire time. Not that he gave a shit, he got that spicy forbidden knowledge either way. He learned how to do magic without relying on the gods, all about chaos and the fun stuff that entails, and that if a human is extra careful, they can use one of the winds of magic. Of course, not all of it at once like the elves, but hey, better than nothing. Eventually, the Dark Elves, of course, managed to escape, but right as they got to the exit, they found good old Nagy waiting for them. He told them that they either had to beat him in a magical duel to escape or get back in that tomb so go help them, and the elves figured, we're elves, we got this. But in fact, they did not have this, and Nagash ate all of their souls. And this is where things really started to go well for Nagash, and poorly for everyone who isn't Nagash. As a quick side note, though, those 3 elves were also in
Yo, Mayday. Who's this woman right here? I don't know if my face cam's covering it up, but like, yo, who's this woman right here, yo? Does anybody know? Yo, you look, if you know, bro, just give me a name. You even gotta tell me, hey, just give me a name, bro, and I'll do my research.
Involved in the false flag operation that started the massive war between the high elves and the dwarfs. So if you ever wondered how the hell all of the horrible things of the Warhammer world managed to come to power, including Nagash, it's because Malekith and his Dami Mommy threw a hissy fit powerful enough to destabilize nations. Anyways, wow. Nagash, he commensurated his newfound power by murdering his brother's court and burying him alive. Already off to a fantastic start, he began to get really into his magical research.
Hey, real quick. Hey, hey, I don't know if any of you guys watch like WWE wrestling, right? Hey, y'all remember when when the Undertaker no, I think it was Kane who buried the Undertaker alive or whatever. Bro, and Paul Bearer, the guy that used to be Undertaker's manager, he was like, Undertaker, no. Bro, y'all remember that? Oh man, listen, that was actually kind of funny, man. Undertaker, no.
He invented necromancy. Well, I mean, alright, not technically, but he was the first one to make meaningful progress with it. Meaningful progress here meaning potions of eternal life and entire armies of undead soldiers. Let no one say he doesn't get shit done. He did almost the whole evil magic shebang. Mass sacrifices, torture, kidnapping people to sacrifice and torture. The only thing I don't think he did was make pacts with dark gods, because then he wouldn't be the one in charge. He wrote 9 books, creatively called the 9 Books of Nagash, which, fair enough, I guess. These contained the secrets of all he had learned, though because he put a portion of himself in each of them, only he could get the full power out of them. Why he needed to get the power out of the books he wrote, I don't know, but I guess even without the knowledge, they're still incredibly powerful magic artifacts, so maybe that's why. Or just because he's a dick. That's always a good reason to go for when you're talking about Nagash. Then he started his trend of building massive black pyramids, at least partially made out of warpstone. First he bankrupted Khemri building it, not only wasting the treasury, but thousands of lives on top of that. Then he figured that if he was going to build this, he might as well full send it, and did pretty much the same thing to all of Nehekara. Eventually no one could stomach him turning their once mighty nation into a continent-sized decaying remnant of what once was, so basically the city of Chicago scaled up, so they all rebelled. Nagash responded by raising a massive army of the dead and then killing his wife.
Yo, this guy's an actual... Bro, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. The points that I took away earlier, bro, those have been reinstated. Bro, plus more. This guy is a total crash out, bro. Like, this guy's a menace, bro. Bro, listen. If he ever gets locked up, bro, put this guy underneath the jail immediately. I was about to say that that even made me pause this video, but like, bro, this man built the entire O block. This man put the O block in Warhammer, bro. He put the trenches in Warhammer. Like, bro, this guy's an absolute just menace. And then he offed his wife. Like, bro, what's going on?
Who, for the record, was his brother's wife before he murdered his brother. He was also abusive and
whoa. Wait a minute. Did he say that was his brother's wife? Wait, no. Hold up, yo. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you off me, and then after you off me, you take my wife, and then not only did you take my wife, you murdered. Send this man to the deepest, darkest depths of hell, bro. Send this man to the deepest, darkest depths of hell. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my, bro, this man, bro, this man's heart is purple, bro. Like, bro, his heart is as purple as like the Twitch logo, which, first of all, follow me, twitch.tv/KingIndy with 2 Y's. But like, brother, like, bro, what's up with this? Bro, like, oh my goodness. My brother's wife? Are you, bro? What? You killed your brother? You killed your brother, then took his wife, and then went crazy, just clapped it, and then you killed her? Are you? Oh no.
Sexually assaulted her, because at this point there were only so many ways to make him even more of a shitbag, the writers probably just felt obliged to cross that off the list. Despite all this, he assumed no one was actually going to challenge him once he rose to power. Surely no one was dumb enough to do that. He was very wrong, and the armies of 7 Tomb Kings cast him out of power and murdered all of his lieutenants. Turns out a 7-nation army could hold him back, who knew? Of course he slipped away like the weasel he is, and they couldn't destroy his pyramid, but hey, he's gone. Sure, the land's in crippling debt, famine, the gods are pretty much gone because Nagash killing his wife broke an ancient pact, and barbarians from everywhere else are raiding across the land willy-nilly. But hey, at least the big bad was defeated once and for all. It turns out the big bad wasn't defeated once and for all.
Oh,
Nagash
wow.
wandered in the desert for a little while, kind of like Moses, but evil. At one point he died, but he decided that dying is cringe, so he just possessed his body and kept on walking. He saw some Skaven, murdered some Skaven, and then took a bite out of the warp stone they had on him. Instantly, 2 things happened from this. 1, it was like he ate a senzu bean and recovered a pretty sizable portion of his power, and 2, his senses got all screwed up like that one scene from Gravity Falls where the guy has an eyeball for a mouth and he just kind of watered the desert aimlessly for over a century. To fast track things a little bit, after that little oopsie, he found a human tribe living on a mountain. He saw how they were mining warpstone, took it over, and then turned it into a magical fortress called, seriously? Nagashazar. Because of course that's what he called it. He fought some Skaven to a standstill, and made a truce with them which neither side expected to last for more than 5 minutes, then made not only his evil armor, but his crown of sorcery. The armor is whatever, you know, it's just standard evil bad guy armor, but the crown is important, and it'll show up later. By this point, vampires started bothering him, because someone else found his formula for eternal life, but couldn't get the recipe quite right. The first time someone tried to contact him, he magically strangled them from a continent away. But eventually, he figured these super powerful undead might make for some good minions, and recruited them to his cause. He also may have been guiding them the whole time, but either way, he's got his new lieutenants and decided that he'd take another crack into Hekara, and so he did. And a lot of people died. Like, a lot. His forces started wreaking havoc, and the chief king of the realm, Akadizar, was taken from his throne and imprisoned by Nagash. And then the Skelly Man decided it was time to up the ante. How, you might ask? Why, by casting a spell that would resurrect every last corpse on the planet under his control. All of them. Ever. This was after not only the Great Chaos Invasion, but the massive war between elves and dwarves.
Bro, if I'm resurrected, bro, because of this menace, bro, keep me dead, bro. Bro, skip me. Bro, you think I want to... I was enjoying heaven, and you gonna try to wake me up? Are you serious? Man, keep me... Man, I can't believe I'm saying this. Obviously, knock on wood, I'm talking about, like, Warhammer and stuff like that, man. But keep me gone, bro. Don't try to resurrect me. I'm out. What is up with this dude, bro? This dude's an actual school threat, bro.
As well as the Elven Civil War and Malekith's hissy fit. So there were a few corpses lying around. The stakes have risen somewhere into the stratosphere by this point, and what didn't help was that Nagash, while doing this, decided to kill every single living being in Nehekara first just to piss off Alkadizar. Alkadizar also needed to be alive as a focus for the power of the spell. Since he ruled Nehekara, he would serve as a symbol for everything in it to focus on, so Nagash could murder everything in it. But I have no doubt in my mind Nagash mostly just kept him alive to be a shitheel. But he forgot about one crucial detail: those goddamn rat people. They realized that every corpse on the planet included Skaven corpses, which are always plentiful, and that either way, world domination would include wiping them out. So the Skaven freed Alkadizar, gave him a dagger made of pure warpstone that started killing him the moment he touched it, and told him to go stab the guy at the center of a hurricane of magic. And right as everything but he and Nehekara was dead, including the plant life, he cut off Nagash's hand. He wasn't dead, but at least the spell hadn't gone global. And thus did an epic battle for the fate of the world begin, in which the Skaven were actually using magic the whole time to help Akadizar, because that's how afraid they were of Nagash. He made Skaven willingly work with other people and not screw them over because of how afraid they were of them. Jesus fuck. Epic battle occurs then ends. I'm sure there's some stuff to say in it, but I mean, it's an epic fantasy battle. The good guy ends in the win. What the fuck did I just say? Nagash is dead, but so is Nehekara. Of course, since losing his hand caused...
About time that damn menace is dead. Damn. It's about time. Get him gone, bro. Hey, get this guy gone. It's about time he is dead. Nice. Well, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Obviously, YouTube, I'm talking about Warhammer, so I don't want you guys to, come through with the demonetization. But like, bro, it's about time he's gone, bro. Listen, I don't wish death on nobody, and obviously, that's kind of messed up. But like, bro, like it's about time. Like, get this man gone.
Have an oopsie-whoopsie with the spell, all of the Nehekarans that died in the past came back with varying levels of sentience. The Tomb King started infighting, and now there's all sorts of claims to the throne and a whole ton of shit going down.
He came
but
back?
That's irrelevant. Nagash is gone now, and this time the good guys actually beat the big bad for certain, even if it was at a measurable cost. Definitely this time. He's definitely gone. It turns out that Nagash was not actually gone. He basically invented necromancy.
die, bro. Just die, bro. Like, oh my God, this damn menace. Just die, bro. Yo, YouTube, I'm talking about the Warhammer guy too, yo. Please do not come through with the demonetization. Bro, just go, bro. Just listen, I don't wish death on nobody, but bro, you gotta look, bro, he's barely clinging on to his teeth. Like, oh.
Are you surprised? I mean, seriously. No, of course he was very weakened, both from the sword and from the souls of all the people he killed beating the shit out of him in the afterlife. So it took him 1,111 years to finally come back again. When he did come back, he had to find all of his magical stuff and he had to reforge his hand since Alcatizar cut it off, but hey, he's back. Unfortunately, he was unlucky enough to come back to life at the same time as Sigmar Unbroken, the still just a man, the myth, the legend himself. And Sigmar, being a big...
Man, who the hell... There's a star, man. Who is this guy, bro? Is he, bro? He look like Hercules. Who's this dude right here? Yo, what, bro? Is this cornstarch? What is this? Is this hay? I don't know.
Fan of smashing things with his hammer, proceeded to smash Nagash with his hammer. To be fair, he had to wear Nagash's crown after he found it in order to resist Nagash's magic, but he still won. I mean, he's Sigmar. Of course he won. He's the best god emperor and the second best emperor in Warhammer. And now Nagash...
Can somebody give me a video on Sigmar, please? Because obviously, listen, in my book, no one in Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer 40k is better than Vulcan. Like, you know, let's get that straight. So can somebody give me a video about this Sigmar guy?
Nagash was definitely gone. For certain. Absolutely, definitely gone.
He's not gone, huh?
Turns out that Nagash was... Yeah, he's not gone, alright. Of course, this time it took a lot longer for him to come back. His spirit did kind of influence some stuff and quietly direct things for a few thousand years, and more directly guide Arcan, but he didn't do too much otherwise. And then the end times happened. Naturally, the big man was due for a comeback tour. He started it by resurrecting himself by having Arcan sacrifice Tyrion and Alariel's daughter, the Fey Enchantress, and Volkmar the Grim. Presumably several thousand...
Bro, this guy think he's... Bro, he think he's like John Cena on his damn retirement tour. Coming back. Like, bro, like, you're not... Who does this guy think he is? Bro, how did you create that much hell, like, in your world to the point to where if you die, bro, and like, bro, how do you keep coming back? How does your spirit manipulate things for you to come back? Bro, how does your spirit even have the freedom to do that, bro? Bro, we need to jail. We need to put his spirit in jail, bro. Like, is there not like any hell in Warhammer Fantasy? Like, is there not like any like precautions for being a bad person? Or is this Warhammer just Warhammer? In a sense of like, oh, like if you do bad, then it's just nothing. Like, man, like, bro, we need to get this guy gone immediately.
Other peasants and such as well on top of them, because this lich cannot do anything without being a prick about it. He shows back up on all of his pointy-hatted glory, and literally everyone on the planet, including the Chaos Gods, starts shitting their pants. Because this time around, he ate the god of the dead and caused the dead around the world to resurrect. Now that he's back, first order of business, obliterate Nehekara, which he promptly did. Sutcher did put up a fight and say the most badass line in all of Warhammer history, but he still got exploded
What was the
by
line?
Nagash in the end. After he was done with revenge about 10,000 years in the making,
What was the
Nagash
line?
drained the power of the dwarf god Valaya because one god clearly wasn't enough for him. Then he brings all of the undead on the planet under his control and starts forcing the entire wind of death into Sylvania. By this point, he decided that it was safe for him to take a bit of a breather, so he decided to chill in his coffin for a while. Also, remember the Black Pyramid he built? He floated it all the way to Sylvania. Imagine picking up the Great Pyramids of Giza and floating them over to Romania, only double the distance because the Warhammer world is huge. He used it to start becoming even more powerful, but he once again made a massive mistake. He forgot he existed on the same planet as the Skaven. By this point, the Skaven had decided to become part of Chaos because the writers needed the end times to happen eventually, and that was a good way to do it. A massive demon army led by a traitorous lieutenant of his shows up, and while it was held back thanks to Nagash's power, the Skaven sneaked on under to the pyramid and blew it up with magical nuclear warheads. Understandably a little bit annoyed, he destroyed every single demon on the field with one massive blast of magic. Then realizing that between blowing his load too early and with his pyramid gone, he had no way to achieve godhood in time, so he...
I beg your pardon? Blowing his load? What that mean? What that mean? I don't know. You guys know what that means? I bet you do.
Reluctantly went to ally with the living. Teclis did try to get him on their side a while ago, but Nagash was still up his own ass and turned him down, and also probably disintegrated the elf he sent to ask him. Also, another quick side note, but how he hadn't achieved godhood after devouring 2 entire gods is an excellent example of Games Workshop.
Devouring 2 gods? Hey, yo! What do you mean he devoured 2 gods? What does that mean? Hey, you know what, man? That's nasty work right there. Wowzers.
He goes to Athelloren to meet up with the other incarnates of the Winds of Magic, and they barely managed to squeak out an alliance. To seal the deal, he gave Manfred to the living as a sort of prisoner exchange, which was pretty funny. Manfred is even like, hey, wait, what the hell, man, before getting put in a box or something. He also mocks Tyrion and Ilariel for not being to save their daughter and prevent his resurrection, because of course he does. During negotiations, Chaos shows up to stop the alliance, and Nagash brutalizes anything chaotic in front of him, and solos a bloodthirster. Nagash, giant douchebag, but great in a fight. Everyone still alive teleports to Middenheim to stop Chaos from overtaking the world, and Nagash continues on as he has and one-shots anything stupid enough to get in front of him before resurrecting their corpse. See, this is why I love him, or at least love to hate him. He's such an unrepentant asshole, but he does it with such style that I'm still happy he's around. During the fight, he eventually fought Kabanda the Bloodthirster, which required a bit more effort out of him. First, he had to choke him out like a bitch before erasing him from the world. As the climax of the battle is coming up, they go to stop the Chaos Rift from overtaking the world, and then, Manfred decided that now is the time to betray everyone and stabs Gelt in the back. Tyrion stabs Manfred in the back in return, but it's too late. As the world is overtaken by chaos...
Can I be honest with you? Like, hearing about characters stabbing each other in the back in Warhammer, that's not a surprise. That's not something that makes me be like, oh my god, he really did... No. It's Warhammer. I think that's what I'm learning that, bro, that this series is just straight, just like any bad thing that you see in real life, it's in Warhammer. Any bad thing, literally. Think about it. Think about it. Any bad thing that you see in real life, it's in Warhammer. And that's the norm. That's like in Warhammer, that's the norm. Oh, you backstabbing your friend? Oh, bro, that's normal, bro. Like, oh, my friend Eddie, he just backstabbed me. Yeah. It's normal. Yeah, it's fine, though. You know, we'll fight on Tuesday. It's fine. It is what it is. What do you mean? What do you mean that's normal? And then, like, you look around and everybody else is just like, they're just taking it to the chin. Pause on what I just said. Please don't clip that, y'all. But, like, what I'm trying to say is, bro, every single bad thing that we see in real life, bro, it's legit, like, highlighted in Warhammer. Like, it's this big thing when in reality, like, that's the norm. That's the norm in, like, Warhammer. Man.
Nagash loses all of his magic and is last seen crumbling the dust while panicking. And thus does the story of Nagash come to a close. Definitely. It turns out that I have about 3 jokes to work with per video because I am not clever or funny, and also that Nagash's story did not come to a close. After the world exploded, Chaos stuck him in a crypt of forgotten moments after the end times, which sounds like some BS nothing, but whatever. Sigmar frees him to help him restart reality, and they start beating the snot out of monsters even the Chaos Gods were afraid to mess with. And he's a god too now. He's finally moving up in the world. Except now he has 7 other incarnate gods to deal with of roughly equal strength to him on top of the Chaos Gods. He did pimp slap Marathi when she tried to sleep with him though, so at least his treatment of women hasn't changed after all these years. Then again, it's Marathi, and if there's ever an elf that deserved to be slapped upside the head over and over, it's definitely her. He immediately begins planning to betray Sigmar and everyone else, because at this point I'm pretty sure being an asshole is a core part of his soul or something. Speaking of souls, he also claims all the souls of those who die as belonging to him on the basis of do trust me on this one. That's why you
not mine. He would not be able to claim my soul. I'm beyond, bro. I'm holding on to mine's tight. I'm be honest with you, bro. He not taking my soul, bro. He ain't taking my booty.
Really hates Sigmar now because the Stormcast get reforged and he only gets a sliver of their soul each time they die. But I get ahead of myself. Nagash ate all the other fucking diabetes, man. Nagash ate all of the other death gods, which somehow still didn't boost his power above everyone else, because Nagash can never win. Chaos invaded, and Nagash is actually the last one of Sigmar's pantheon to leave him. Unsurprisingly, on his way out, he basically kicks Sigmar in the balls by leaving his forces to rot while Chaos runs rampant, and Nagash goes back home to the realm of death. Somehow, having not have expected this, Sigmar is thoroughly sick of his shit by this point and runs to Shyish to beat the hell out of him, but was so mad he kind of forgot about the whole Chaos invasion running rampant thing going on. Sigmar loses the battle because Archaon triggers tricked him and made him get rid of Gal Maraz, and everything goes super grim and dark and looks like Games Workshop is going to end times AOS before it even begins. Nagash tries to solo Archaon, gets his shit pushed in, and then goes to pout in a corner and wait for someone else to handle chaos, because that's a good idea. Let the people who grow stronger through rampaging violence have free reign of the universe to rampage and be violent with. I see no way this can go wrong. This is a stellar idea. Not a flaw in sight for this plan. Thankfully for Nagash, though, Sigmar shows back up with his Stormcat.
Oh, whoa, wowzers. Yo, this gold is looking nice. Like, the gold with the blue is looking absolutely fantastic. Wowzers. That's nice.
That's not too long after all this. Of course, once he's back, he doesn't team up with Sigmar, this time because he thinks he can handle chaos on his own after he had some time to meditate and gain power or whatever. Once again, he fights Archaon, and take a guess how the fight goes. Hazard a guess. Go on. You'll never believe it.
He gets mocked.
And, yeah, Nagash loses again. What a surprise.
Bro is getting scraped left and right. Man, if I got mopped like this, bro, that many times in a row consecutively, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. And I don't recommend nobody do this, whatever. I'm just talking to Nagash. Yo, just give up, bro. Just give up, bro. Go to Hawaii, go chill out, bro. Go to Turks and Caicos, and just go chill out. I'm pretty sure that's in like Mexico or something, bro. Go to Mexico, bro. Go chill out. Just don't even like just indulge into nothing. Just go chill out.
At least he didn't get his body destroyed this time, he just pussed out like a bitch. He also hates the Iden of the Deepkin for stealing souls, Slanesh and the various elf gods for basically not just handing elf souls over to him, and everyone else for having the gall to not just die and let him be in charge for all of eternity. What a guy. Oh, and he also started building pyramids again. Several of them this time, so he can make a ritual to drain all magic into his realm, and he'd once again be able to kill everything everywhere. Say what you want about this sociopathic asshole, but he's very determined and certainly has a sense of—
You know, I'm about to say that, you know what, at least he's not giving up. He's not giving up. I did tell him to just give up right there, but I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Man, when you try your best and you don't succeed, you know, and he keeps getting up and he keeps fighting. So I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I got a lot of respect for that. But at the same time, bro, you're a menace. If you were a hero, I would encourage you to keep going. But you're a menace. You are a legit just bad person, so I'm telling you to give up. But if you are a great person, if you are a hero in this story right here, I'll be like, all right, bro, you know, keep going. But, you know, you're not.
The showmanship. The Chaos Gods themselves even popped by to watch all this go down. And at first it was going pretty well. And then the pyramids all blew up. Oh boy, I wonder what race of people could have done that. But he also doesn't learn from his mistakes. Like, ever. At first he was laughing at the Chaos Gods, saying he'd overtake them. Then they laughed at him for being so stupid to let the exact same thing as before happen to him, only this time scaled up. And then he started laughing again, because he still considered it a success. Turns out the ritual failing still made a magical black hole that drained magic towards its center that he could kind of go into for a bit and absorb power. Also, it caused the awesomely named Necroquake, which enveloped all of reality and death magic and started making spooky ghosts pop up all over the place. He also unveiled the Ossiarch Bone Reapers, which are the undead space marines to Sigmar's fantasy space marines. So for a little bit, it looked like—
Man, that damn, bro, this collection looks absolutely fire, bro. Wowzers, this looks so nice. This is a nice collection right here.
Meaningful progress. Then Teclis dispelled the Necroquake and blew Nagash right the hell up. Archaon got chucked into the void of magical light that is the outskirts of the realm of light, and also Alario cast her own super magic ritual that dispelled most of what death magic was left across the mortal realms. He just can't catch a break, can he? Now he's once again reduced to not having a body.
Yo, this guy, this guy is down bad, bro. And like I said, if you were a hero, I would be cheering you on right now. But no, you're a menace, bro. You are a menace. There's a reason why you are losing this many times. Something got to change. Something has to change. I'm going to be honest with you. And there's a reason why I'm not cheering you on right now, bro.
And has less control over his minions than ever before. And thus have we finally reached the end of the story of Nagash, the great necromancer.
Let me see. I'm looking at the video. We got about 6 minutes left. I don't think this is the end. I don't think, somehow, some way, I don't think that this is the end of the show. I feel like we're about to run on for about me stopping and pausing the video, whatever. This video might go on for another 10 more minutes. I can't lie to you.
Definitely. For real this time. Certainly. Absolutely. At least until he knits his body back together. What? I just called him the Great Necromancer. You gotta stop falling for this gag. Anyway, there's this story, but why don't we end off with some rules and such? A sort of mini do or don't, yeah? Lore-wise, take Nagash if you want to have the end-all be-all boss of your faction on the tabletop, and if you want someone who's just straight up an evil dickhead, then there's no better choice for you. Plus, he's undead, and the undead in Warhammer are awesome. No sparkling vampire BS here, just fangs, evil magic, and a whirlwind of violence. Imagine putting Ainz from Overlord on the table, only not pathetic in all ways but his power level. Nagash hams it up at every moment, and if you want a villain that steals the show because of how unnecessarily evil he is, here you go. As for his rules, well, he's the god of the dead. Unlike how he is in the lore, he's no goddamn pushover here. 16 wounds?
Oh no, he's a pushover. He's a pushover. He got his ass whooped 6 times. I'm sorry, no. Brother, you're more than a pushover. As a matter of fact, I mean, listen, I respect, let me see his attacks. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really play like tabletop that much, but I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I mean, bro, what I heard, bro, bro, don't go at me. Calm down, Jamal. Don't go crazy on me. But what I heard around the block is you got your ass whooped 6 times. That's the word around. Listen, the word around the block is you got beat up. I can't lie to you. I saw a video on Snapchat. You got boxed up. You got boxed up pretty bad. You failed 6 times. Now, respectfully, there's nothing wrong with failing. Because guess what? In order for you to really succeed in life, you got to fail. Or you had to fail. With you, man, I mean, you're kind of a villain. So if I'm being honest with you, I really don't really feel bad.
10 bravery, 9 inches of movement, and a 3+ save means that he's faster than Eldar infantry and he's going to tank almost whatever you throw at him. He can cast and unbind up to 9 spells, degrading down to a minimum of 4 if you take away 13 wounds, which good luck with that. Naturally, he gets a bonus to casting and unbinding spells because he's the god of death, and to put it bluntly, you're joining his domain whether you like it or not. He has a ranged weapon in the form of his Death Glare, which causes d6 wounds because he's such a stone-cold motherfucker, and 3 different melee weapons to choose from just to really put the hurt on. His melee weapons hit pretty hard, not the hardest in the game, and anything next to him is certainly going to be feeling it. Of course, as is fitting for a necromancer, his magic is what you really want him for. He knows all the spells for the undead faction army he joins, and he can't join any.
My bad. I was actually on my phone. I was actually commenting on my latest video of saying like go follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/KingND with 2 eyes. It's actually in the description below. You just want to just click the link or just go down to the comments as well. If you want.
Of them, since again, he's their god. But let's just look at his personal abilities. For the baseline level of BS he can always unleash. He can either heal 15 wounds worth of damage or bring back 15 models from the dead, depending on what he's casting on. In a war game where chaff units are incredibly useful for tying down the enemy until they're inevitably destroyed and can make or break a game depending on how they're used, Nagash simply says no. These skeletons are not going to be leaving the table. He can give a unit a boost to their ward save when it's the combat phase. On a roll of 6 for a saved wound, he reflects it right back at the person who was trying to hurt him. Soul Stealer lets him brutalize enemy units and heal himself in turn, so if you don't kill him in a single turn, he's just going to come right back to full health. And of course, my personal favorite, Hand of Dust. Within 3 inches of him, pick a model. If you successfully cast the spell, and you're almost certainly going to, especially if he's unwounded, take a dice and put it in one of your hands behind your back. If they don't pick the hand with the dice in it, the model is just dead. No ward save, no retreating, just gone, reduced to atoms. If they don't have a rule that's more or less specifically designed to prevent this from happening, like Gotrek or Archaon, they simply cease to be. I absolutely love how this isn't just roll a dice and on a 4 if they die, because functionally that's the same thing. They make it so you have to pick which hand it's in, which just makes me imagine some stupid Death Note level mind games going on. Like the player using Nagash is like, he knows I picked my right hand last time I used this and will be expecting my left hand, thus I'll use my right hand once more. And the other guy's like, I know he picked his right hand, so surely it would be in his left now, but he might be expecting me to know that, so he must surely have put it in his right hand again. But what if he expects me to assume this and moved it to his left because of this? It's such a stupid little thing, but it's just fun to me to imagine it going down like that. There's no rolling, you have to play the Games Workshop mandated mind games. Anyways, lore flaws. He's a douchebag, so by picking Nagash, you are forfeiting any rights you have to the moral high ground. Yes, even if your opponent is the Skaven or Chaos, all that does is make everyone equally an asshole. Of course, that has its own appeal, but if you aren't looking for the absolute bottom of the ethical barrel, then don't go for Nagash.
I got a question, because I know that there's some people who play like the tabletop thing. Let me ask you guys a question. If you guys were to have like a dream team of like Warhammer, because this is Warhammer Fantasy, if you guys were to have like a dream team in Warhammer Fantasy, who would you have like on your board, or who would you have like on your team, or like your tabletop team? That's what I want to know. If you were to have like a dream, I'm talking about like you can legit buy any character, buy whatever. and just having them like I'm talking about like a team that you would go undefeated in. Like if you were to put this down, bro, like your opponent will look at you like you didn't like you are the Warhammer god himself. Like you collected everything. Like bro, like your opponent will look at you and just quit. Like what's like a like what's a like a dream team of that like sorts.
Also, as you may have noticed, Nagash loses a lot in his lore. True, a lot of this is because he's the god of the dead and therefore just resurrects himself later, but it still makes him look like a bit of a punk. So while the numberless horde of undead angle has your back, the leader of that numberless horde gets his nose bloodied a lot more often than not. I guess he doesn't lose as often as the Skaven do, but it's funny and destructive when they lose, whereas it's just kind of pathetic whenever Nagash loses once again. As for rules, there are still some flaws he has despite what he's got going for him. That degrading stat line means he gets worse as time goes on, and if you aren't careful, that just means that you might throw him into a situation without realizing he's no longer prepared for it.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If I was on tabletop and I had this guy, bro, I'd throw this guy as a sacrifice, bro. You know what, bro? Like I'll give him my like if I'm playing like a little tabletop game, man, I'm moving him up real quick, bro. Do what you want to do with him, bro. I don't like him. Like, I just got him, just for like looks or whatever, bro. I'll move him up, like, bro, do what you want to do, bro.
Soul Stealer can help mitigate this, but you still shouldn't put him into a melee fight with Gotrek or Archaon. Not that I should have to tell you to avoid getting into a melee fight with Gotrek, that's like telling someone don't stare at the sun for too long. And while his wounds and save do make him tanky, cannons are gonna grind him into bone meal. Artillery of any sort is the bane of his existence because they reduce his save and make it so that his wounds almost don't matter. Because with enough d6 damaging shots, it's not gonna matter if he makes one or two of those saves. Additionally, certain casters are gonna make him look almost useless, namely Teclis. If your opponent is running Teclis, just forfeit. While Teclis can only cast half as many spells, he has a guaranteed casting value of 10 minimum, so whatever he's shooting is going off. This is on top of Teclis being able to auto-unbind one spell per turn and make it just not happen. True, if Nagash gets into melee range of any caster, he's going to send them straight to Shyish, Teclis included, but if he can't, the upper tier ones are going to make him look a bit silly. And given that there's decent odds there'll be an entire battle line between Nagash and the enemy Magic Man, well, he also doesn't really buff his army, so you're bringing Nagash for Nagash and not to help out other units, healing aside. Lastly, his price. 955 points means that if you aren't playing a large-scale game, he's just not showing up. Like, at least Big Turtle could show up in a game under 1500 points and feasibly not tank the army to uselessness, but Nagash will do just that. And even in larger point games, you are paying out the ass for him. He's almost certainly going to make up half, if not more, of your points allowance, so if you use him, you really need to know how to make the most out of the guy. And with that, I am finally, for real, done talking about Nagash, Warhammer's biggest douchebag. There's a whole list of things he's done solely to be a prick, but I'm not going to list all of them. If you want, though, go to 1d4chan. At the bottom of his page is a list of the various things he's done for no reason beyond being petty and evil. It's a long list. As always, thank you to my wonderful channel members. You are the...
Shout out to the boy PancreasNoWork. It's been a while since I actually reacted to any of his videos, so, but other than that, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe if you guys are new. Also, make sure you guys follow the Twitch at twitch.tv/KingIndy with 2 Ys. I'm going to be playing some GTA 5 over there, story mode. So if you guys want to come through, say what's up, enjoy some of the story mode, that'd be pretty cool. I was thinking about playing Call of Duty Warzone, but I was like, you know what? I kind of want to just finish up I mean, I'm not even like halfway done with the GTA story mode. So make sure you guys are there. If you guys are not there, it's okay. Make sure you follow up on the stream. Make sure you guys follow the channel, to make sure that like whenever I go live like tomorrow, because I'm streaming literally every single day. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm streaming legit every single day all year. Like that's not a New Year's resolution. That's just facts. Just like how I like do videos every single day. We're streaming every single day as well. So I'm trying to make a lot of you guys come over there, man. Come say what's up to me over there. Streaming some GTA 6. I'm sorry, I don't got the gun up. I'm streaming up some GTA 6. Okay, follow it right now. I'm talking to you right now. Yo, you that's eating some food right now. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, go follow the Twitch, buddy. Okay, I see you. And if you're a girl out there, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, please, yo, my bad. If you're a woman out there, I'm sorry. If you're a girl watching my stuff, pretty, I'm so sorry, man. Make sure you follow it up. I don't put guns in the girls' faces. Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't do that. But to the guys, make sure you guys follow it up on the stream right now. I'll see you guys later for the next one out. And peace out.